What's up everybody, welcome to How to Not Get Injured by the guy who's always injured. I have had my fair share of injuries over the years and I probably could have gotten injured way less if I had just listened to my own advice. So today I'm going to share that advice and you're also going to see some tips from tricking legend Vellu that I recorded back in June at OMFG. Before we start, we're going to divide injuries into 3 different categories. Unlucky injuries, overuse injuries, and stupid injuries. Unlucky injuries are injuries that are mostly out of your control. This means having a bad landing on a trick you've done 1,000 times before, or maybe a hole in the spring floor, or your trampoline breaking, whatever. Don't worry about those, they're just going to happen and you can't really do much about it. Worry about the next 2. Overuse injuries, commonly ankles, knees, wrists, or lower back. Number 3, stupid injuries. Injuries where you know it's a bad idea from the get-go, you do it anyway, and you get hurt. These are obviously very avoidable. I'm gonna give you 3 examples. Story number 1, the time I broke my foot on a ceiling lamp. I was trying to record some cool clips in our strength room at the gym. The ceiling was very low, and there was a ceiling lamp there. I knew the ceiling was low, I knew there was a ceiling lamp, and I thought to myself, oh, I'm just gonna do some basic back tucks, back folds, whatever, nothing's gonna happen, right? I do a handstand, do a roll, my brain just forgets there's a ceiling lamp and thinks to itself, oh, a flash kick would be nice. The ceiling lamp disagreed. Story number 2. I'm messing around on this super soft air track doing some whips and I see, oh, there's a spot back there where there is no mat. There's just like straight wood floor, but it's so far back, I'm not gonna land there, right? I do some more whips, land on the edge of the air track, it bounces me all the way back and I land on the wooden floor, bruise my heel and I couldn't trick for 3 weeks. Number 3. 2 friends and I thought it was a fun idea to run around the block in our underwear. Which it was, until I did a front flip on concrete with no arm up after already being out of tricking for 2 months due to a knee hyperextension. And I hyperextended my knee again. So number 1 tip to not get injured is don't be stupid, and I know you are because I am too. But we don't want to get injured. So don't do any tricks without warming up. Don't do any tricks because of hype or because of adrenaline. Don't do any tricks in unsafe environments, or at least be very, very careful. And if you already have this feeling of this is a bad idea, don't do it or find a safer way to do it. Number 2, listen to your body and think about your training. Think about a tricking gathering. You sit on a plane for a few hours, you sit on a bus, on a train, then you get worse sleep, worse nutrition, and then you train high impact stuff for 3 days straight. If I told my gym friends that I was gonna go travel, sleep worse, eat worse, and then do a super high intensity, high volume workout, full body workout on painkillers for 3 days straight, they would slap the shit out of me. It is absurd how stupid it is, but it's so common, and I've done it as well. I do it all the time. I know what it's like, but it's stupid. Think about your training a bit more logically. In powerlifting, you control your volume, you control your intensity, you slowly ramp it up over time, and then every few weeks you deload to let your body recover. And powerlifting is high intensity, but it's also slow and controlled. Tricking is high intensity, high velocity, high impact, and it's also not very controlled a lot of the time. So if you think that as long as you have the power to do it, you can just go hard every single session over and over again, you will get injured. It's not if, it's when, and it's probably soon. December and January me is a prime example of this.
What's up everybody, welcome to the tricking weekend of doom!
But in tricking we don't have sets, we don't have reps, we don't have RPE, so how do we measure volume and intensity? Well, I would say just listen to your body. If you are sore, do not have a high impact session. Your muscles protect your joints. If you are sore, they're gonna be less protected. Just do a low impact session, just have some fun, practice transitions, I don't know, just do something that's not high impact. If something hurts and it's not just sore, stop training. I'm serious. Stop training until it stops hurting. If it doesn't stop hurting, go to a doctor or go to a physical therapist, ideally both, and see what the issue is. You don't want to have jumper's knee, you don't want to have ankle issues, you don't want to have wrist issues, you don't want to have lower back issues. Trust me, 1 week, 2 weeks, even 3 or 4 weeks out of training is not going to be as bad as developing one of these issues. Stop training when something hurts. Your body needs to be in peak condition to trick. Like when I have minor injuries, I can still go to the gym, I can do basically anything in the gym, but with tricking, pretty much everything needs to be dialed in. So listen to your body and take care of it. And how do you do that?
You gotta condition and you gotta stretch. You gotta be strong enough for the moves what you're trying. So many people just wanna suck in the hype and try something when they're not yet ready for for what they're trying. And that's why I got injured in the first place as well. And I learned my lesson. So I built slowly my way through the basics, through the prerequisites of each move, and only try stuff when you're ready. And there is always a safe way to find a good setup with the air track, with trampolines, with the foam pits. I think the most dangerous things, what I see a lot in tricking, is the landings that are not looking good. If you see someone tricking and it's always a bit sketchy, you understand that eventually this person is gonna get injured. You gotta learn to land really soft and really smooth. You have to learn to fall as well. And before you know how to do those things very well, you shouldn't go for too crazy stuff.
So make sure you're strong enough and your technique is good enough. If you're trying to land double cork on floor and you keep landing on your ass, don't keep trying double corks. Try a high cork, try 1.5 corks, try cork hyper, try cork D-leg, try cart dubs, try doing double corks on air track or on trampoline. Don't keep trying if you're not close to landing or if your landing is sketchy. And the last point,
most important, warm up before you get started. That's also what trickers tend to forget. They just see someone doing something crazy and they also want to go for it.
do you have a warm-up routine that you like to do?
Yes, maybe I'll show you at some point, or maybe I'll record some different warm-up routines, but I like to start with some basic acrobatics, do some also like movements for the hands, like just try to get everything warm, jump up and down, do like a handstand rolls, cartwheels, different kind of jump, different kind of dynamic stretches. And quite fast I actually go to easy tricking basics. So I might start to do some scoot flash kicks, cartwheel falls, gainers, something what I know it's easy on my body.
Warm up. It is so important. Lubricate your joints, get some blood flow in your muscles. It doesn't have to be a super long warm-up, just 5 to 10 minutes. Get your body moving and warm before you start tricking. Tricking without warming up works until it doesn't. All right, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna put a longer version of the interview with Vellu here somewhere. And yeah, thank you for watching. Don't get injured, and I'll see you soon.